Mark's Corner, take one. Alright, you got this. Just a few words. Hello, I'm Mark, gonna talk about... Okay, from the top. Hello, welcome back to Mark's Corner. I'm Mark, and I'm in my corner. So let's talk about it. Shouldn't have done that. Look, Let's Talk About It has unfortunately been canceled due to the host of the show, Tracy, testing positive for COVID. But don't you worry, your buddy Mark's here, and I'm going to cover all the most important news topics. Our first story, the Muppets. Where are they? What have they been doing? When are we going to get a new movie? And which Kermit and Muppets Most Wanted is the real one? Look, I've seen the movie countless times, and I just don't know. I feel lied to by a franchise that I support unconditionally, and I just can't take it anymore!
Mark, calm down. It's okay. You're going to be
You can't
okay.
be here. You have COVID.
It was false alarm. I slept on my side. Weird. It was a whole thing.
That doesn't add up.
Just cover your mouth. Get out. Go.
This
It's
is
my
my
show.
show.
It's
This
my
is
show
my-
now.
well, it's my
No,
show now.
we're done. Hey, is there any way we could film this one in 4x3 to preserve my creative vision? Well, it's been a full year since our last episode. Well, not counting the 50 episodes we made exclusively for Quibi. Those paid off well. And not much has happened. Just a global pandemic, a possible start of a civil war, and a powerful, scary documentary about vicious people and the deep, complicated politics of managing wild animals. Framing Britney Spears. Last year sort of felt like Joe Biden trying to get up those Air Force One steps. Every time you thought everything was fine, it just got a lot worse. So in case this is your only source of news, which would be flattering but concerning, I thought I would use this episode to recap the horrendous year that was 2020.
Yeah, I was going to do that after the Muppets thing.
Out of curiosity, how much of your material was Muppet related?
90 to 100%.
Well, the year started off pretty boring, you know. Most of us were convinced we were about to go to World War III, and across the world an entire country was on fire. Plus, half the country wanted Trump impeached, and the other half also wanted him impeached, but didn't want to deal with his sidekick Mikey. Then Trump was impeached, but not removed from office, which I didn't even know you could do, and doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's kind of like if a student gets expelled from school, and then the principal is like, hey, listen, you called Ukraine to write your essay for you, and that's against school policy, so we're going to have to expel you, but you could still come in and attend classes normally and experience no real change in your time here whatsoever. But we're very disappointed in you. Meanwhile, across the ocean, some guy ate a bat, or a bat ate him. Either way, a new disease was developing that probably was going to have no real impact whatsoever. But thankfully, Tiger King was there to distract us all. Hey, United States, it's me, China. Oh, wow. Hey, it's been a while. How you been? I'm good. Yeah, doing good. Sorry, I should have texted a while ago. Just Donald doesn't really like me talking to... Hey, listen, don't worry about it. I'm calling because I have this disease. It's called COVID. It's probably not serious, but you might want to get yourself tested, you know, just to be safe. Wow, okay. Is it serious, or is it... No, it's definitely not. Probably, maybe not. No, definitely, for sure, no. But it was, and by the end of the month, most of the country was shut down, and new words and phrases like COVID and social distancing were spreading almost as fast as the virus itself. Hey, China, US here. Listen, this whole COVID thing, it can't survive spring break, right? What? How? Yeah, of course it can. Just please stay home, wear masks, avoid crowds, you know, just that's what Italy and New Zealand and everyone is doing. Oh, you gave it to them too? Okay, well, listen, Donnie doesn't think it's a big deal, so we're just gonna do spring break normally and ignore the mask thing, and we'll be fine. We'll be okay. It'll be over pretty soon. Who are you getting your health advice from? A former cocaine addict who now makes pillows? The murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd inspired worldwide protests against racial inequality, and then, because everyone likes to be included, people started protesting against having to stay home and wear masks.
When George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe, and then he died, and now we're wearing a mask, and we say, I can't breathe, but we're being forced to wear it anyway.
I'll tell you another reason I hate masks. Most child molesters love them.
Actually, around this time, we were supposed to do a special at-home episode of Let's Talk About It, but my computer tragically caught fire and all the files were lost.
No, you just got lazy and didn't finish it.
Yeah, pretty much that's what happened, yeah. Okay, virus is really picking up speed. We really need everyone to stay home and avoid large crowds. So naturally, Trump announces that he's going to start hosting rallies again. Thankfully, K-pop fans on Twitter and TikTok reserved tickets with no intention of actually going to these rallies, resulting in the smallest event turnout Trump has ever had since his inauguration. Hey, California's on fire! Didn't they just do that? Yeah, it's like their thing. They do it all the time. How did the fire start? Well, if you're Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, they started because of lasers from space controlled by Jewish people, which is a real belief of a real person who was on the education committee. More of the same for a long time. People are getting sick, country falling apart, blah, blah, blah. Schools are trying to reopen safely and fail. The end of September also brings the first presidential debate between Biden and Trump, which went pretty good. It was good.
President, I hope neither of you will interrupt the other.
He has never done a single thing.
Please,
He
sir,
said it.
stop.
I would never
I
say
would
that.
play
Stop.
it.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
Who's on your list?
Right, gentlemen, I think
This
we've
is
ended
so
this.
unprecedented. I want to make
Mr.
sure.
President, can you let him finish, sir?
No, he doesn't know how to do that.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck.
October, another debate, pretty boring, standard stuff. Wait, Trump got COVID? How? He's been so careful and cautious the whole time. Oh, well, no, he's fine now. But I'm sure that he is going to be very careful and considerate now and take the virus very seriously because he had it. No? Okay. But hey, there's a new Ariana Grande album, so who cares? Election month is here, and after excruciatingly long days of counting votes, Joe Biden is named president-elect, and Trump, being the humble man he is, gives a respectful commencement speech and urges his supporters to respect the nation and its decision and peacefully transitions power. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't do any of that. Instead, he fought the election forever alongside this intellectual dream team and then just kind of went to Florida one day. Now here we are a few months into 2021. We have a vaccine for the virus. Trump was impeached and acquitted.
You already covered that.
No, it happened again. And I gotta say, the first one was okay, but this one was a little too unrealistic for me. I mean, what kind of court has a defendant who is on trial for sending people to attack the jury, then has that jury vote him not guilty, and immediately after say, listen, this guy did it, and someone should probably stop him?
There's no question, none, that President Trump is practically and morally responsible for provoking the events of the day. No question about it.
I mean, there's no way that would happen in real life, so I lost interest. We do have a new president, but we're still waiting on that peaceful transition of power. Not to mention that $2,000 you owe me, Joe. You promised me. And I know where you live. After an awful, unprecedented year, we came out the other side, weaker and more divided than ever. Plus, we have a vaccine rolling out that will hopefully end the pandemic soon, which I'm a little bittersweet about. On one hand, I like the idea of everything going back to normal. On the other, I hate the idea of losing the best excuse I have for never leaving my house. The point is, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and sure, our new president is more out of touch than Netflix writers trying to create Gen Z characters, but he's quite literally all we have. But if there's anything that brings this country together, it's TV. From Bridgerton to WandaVision, TV has always been there for us.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm fine. It's just part of COVID.
What?
Huh? Well, that's it. I finally ran out of things to talk about. Thank you so much for watching, as always.
Actually, do you mind if I do one? Like, you've done all the stories, and this last one, so I was kind of hoping I could do a story.
Okay, fine. But no, please, no Muppet stuff.
Yes,
It's
yes,
just,
yes.
Okay, fine. Come over.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
So, for a long time, the world has wondered, who is the most powerful Muppet? Now, I've done a lot of research in this. After hours and hours, years of research, it's George Lucas. That's a wrap for Let's Talk About It.
And that's it. That's it.
Please
We're
applaud,
done.
please
There's
applaud.
not going to be any more. We're out of money.
We got canceled from TV.
No, we didn't get canceled. We're going out on top. It's actually pretty nice down here.
Alright. I almost keep laughing because I look over, because when I walk over, I just see you. For all the most important news topics.
Rush real quick?
I don't even know where my phone is. I took it. Oh. Let's find out.
I'm a mountain biking vampire witch from the future. No, you're talking. Are you doing kickflips right now while talking to me? That's what crazy people do. And I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested. Just the clouds were fire clouds. Fire Clouds is the name of our band. We were about to go to no. Ow! I punched my own hand, and oh my hand!
On my finger. Whenever you're ready.
Yep, thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Yep, thank you. What?
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Now we're live, breathe air. Somehow I know we're gonna get there. It'd be so wonderful.
And it's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel.
Are you calling? You should have default. You're just like everybody else. You're not special.
What?
That's today's message of the day. Now I know why we should have had the green screen.
So you could be Lil Nas X.
So I could be Lil Nas X.
I'm the director, you know, I want you to say it like you just lost your bike.
Okay.
But it's a bad bike, so you're gonna get a new one, but you're still kind of sad that you lost your old bike because it's your childhood bike. But you're gonna get a new, faster bike.
Okay. How did I lose? Did I intentionally lose the bike?
Stolen.
Okay, so it was stolen, and I'm getting a new
You're
bike.
getting a new bike and it's faster, but this is your childhood bike. This is the bike you learned how to ride
Okay.
on.
Okay, I could do that. Ooh.